After months, I was finally back in France. Access denied. That's not very good. And it's out of marina hours, opening hours. And it's getting late and it's pretty cold. I was so eager to check on Tilda, but even though I was so close, I was yet so far away. I was lucky though that a newly found friend let me stay at her place until I could figure this out with the marina office. As you may notice, this was a very windy day, and I'm sorry there is some wind noise in this part of the video. At the very first impression of Tilda, she was safe and sound after this long time being left here alone in France while I was in Sweden. Checking the bilge. Looking good. If I do have any water, it always collects in the front part of the bilge. At the first quick check, everything looks pretty good. There is no mold, there is no like particular things that you can obviously see that's gone bad, but also Andre has been looking after the boat for me while I'm gone, and my boat neighbor is grinding some aluminium hardtop on his boat, so it's going to be noisy today. But it's like springtime, so there is a lot of people here preparing their boats now, which is nice. I thought like when it's this cold it might not be so many people here, but also I got a new boat neighbor on my I'm confused about sides, on my port side. It's like a young couple. I think they only speak French though, but they seem to be here a lot and also living on a boat. And on this particular dock in the harbor there is quite a few liveaboards, so but people are like indoors since it's cold. But you can hear like the diesel heaters are running, and I'm a bit jealous of them, but I just plugged in electricity also by now, so I'm gonna start a battery charger and see if it works. And turn on the switch for power, and you see the green small thing light there. It's for the bilge pump. That's like the only thing that is directly, I think it's the only thing that's connected directly to the battery on this boat, so I can switch all power off and then I still have the bilge pump running. Also I left the solar panel sort of charging two of my batteries, not the starting battery, I disconnected that one, but it also seems to be running good. Also I emptied of course all the water tanks, both the water tanks, which I now have too. Oh, I'm super happy about that. But they are completely empty, at least I hope so, and I don't really know. I need to check on the pumps as well. So they have managed through the winter, because it's actually been freezing here. So I got a text from the marina somewhere, I guess 4 weeks ago, saying that there has been some freezing damages on the dock. Obviously it doesn't seem like anything happened to my boat, but you don't really know that until you try everything. But it's kind of an effort to pull the hoses out and get the water working, and normally the water tastes pretty bad the first part of it, so it's just gonna be a mess. So I'm gonna go and grab the water I need from the service house. So yeah, join! Okay, let's go and get some groceries. Some nice mushrooms for my pasta, pesto, and pasta.
And like that, most things were looking neat and tidy.
I'm not really unpacked yet, but I'm gonna make myself some coffee first, and I haven't obviously had a chance to to check on the propane system yet, so I'm very happy I have my induction stove. As long as I have electricity, life is pretty good on the boat at the moment. But it's a little bit, you don't really know when it's working or not, because you put money on a card or a tag, but you can't check on the tag, so you don't know how much you have left. And if you want to check it, you have to like unplug the electricity, go to the marina office with the tag, and they can read it for you. But it's like, it's not really close by, so maybe, and it's not open in weekends either, so I hope the electricity will last the whole weekend, and I will go there on Monday again, because I just checked on how much money I had on the tag when they made the tag working for me, but then I want to check on how much do I actually use, so I know how much to put onto it again. Well, long story, but I hope I will have electricity and heat during the whole weekend. I brought quite a few things from Sweden, but this I'm particularly happy I found. It's a new impeller pump for the engine. I think this one will actually fit much better, because it's when I open this lock on the one that I have, it's quite an effort to actually get to it, to get it open. So checking on the impeller takes like at least half an hour. So I'm gonna try and fit this one, not today, but hopefully soon. It's obviously second-handed, but even the second-handed ones are expensive. But I found this for like 25, I think, on eBay, so I'm pretty happy. And even if it doesn't work perfectly, it's not too much money to lose. So one good thing. And I did quite an unsuccessful attempt to build a simple target bow on the back of the boat, so I could get a new solar panel like up instead of keeping it on deck, because it gets shadowed too much from the dinghy. It didn't work out quite the way I had planned, but now I got more parts for it. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do that a less windy day, but soon. Also, what more? I think that's like the main useful things. I'm just gonna unpack my clothes. Oh yeah, one more thing. Since we're now gonna cruise the Atlantic coast instead of going the canals to the Mediterranean, I brought the book Atlantic France, north of Biscay to Spanish border. So it's gonna be useful for quite a bit of the tour. You might wonder, because if you've seen the previous episodes, you know that I will from now on have Gunnar as a crew with me full time, and obviously I'm here alone. So what about that? Yes. Well, until now I have been also working at my regular job while sailing, and that's why sometimes there are a little bit of breaks, because I can't like sail and obviously work at the same time. But from now I'm not gonna work anymore, so I quit my job. Gunnar is still working, and he will be doing that for some more weeks. So the best thing is to use the time for me to go to France to prepare the boat as much as possible. There are some checkups on the boat I need to do just because I've been away for a long time. Checking the electricity, I need to figure out the new solar panel construction, I need to mount the battery monitor that I bought before. I want to change the impeller pump on the engine. I obviously need to check on the engine because it's an old engine and now it's been unused for some months, so hopefully it's gonna start. I need to change the diesel filters. I changed the oil before I left, but I saved the diesel filters. And what more? Yeah, of course, like a regular check on everything on the boat. But I did like a visual check outside just as soon as I arrived, so there is no major things I can see that's not looking good. I can see there is some barnacles on the hull, so I'm gonna take my brush and see how far I can reach and how hard they seem to be stuck. I think that's the main thing to do, but yeah, I guess that's gonna be a day tomorrow.
Thank you so much for watching this windy episode. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to join the upcoming journey and the preparations, where I hope the weather will soon turn better.